Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome out to today. Today I'm here with Meme, and today we're going to be actually discussing basically all the enchants, and we're going to be making trails out of it. So I guess let's begin. So let's start off with Heroism. What are your thoughts about this meme? Heroism.
Well, they gutted that shit like really hard. I think it should be in
I think it's
mid.
decent.
Decent? It's only like 20%.
Well, and I know it has to do with like the your health as well, but at the same time, it's still free damage if you're full. You know what I'm saying? I'd say
I
something.
guess that's true.
Well, I'll show you like what I think is actually mid though. Like Detonation. Actually, I'm just gonna put Detonation in trash. Actually,
Yeah, that's just ass. Like, that's not even mid. That's just trash.
it's just like if I saw that, I just because you have to charge it up now, right, in order to get the Detonation to proc. And it's like you're just not going to be able to do that on like, for example, like heavy weapons. It's going to be fucking hard to like get that shit to proc if it's actually how it's supposed to work. And I don't even think the explosion does that much damage anymore. They kind of gutted it.
Yeah.
But I guess we can move on to blazing. Thoughts about blazing? You have this enchant.
Yeah, I think it should be put in decent because, I mean, obviously it's not good on many builds, but if you're fire, it could actually be like pretty useful.
And according to the wiki, it says a high flame charm stat makes it more effective. Don't know how true that is, but if that's also the case, then again, if you're a flame charm, you're probably going stupid with a blazing, weapon. I guess we can take a look at Elastic next, the bungee gum one. Honestly, I think it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely good for like comboing like ragdoll combo, I guess you could say. Like strong left, it works really well with that.
True.
Like almost anything else.
Especially if you have like a very fast weapon, like a light weapon, dude. I've seen some like crazy like fist combos because of the fact that you can't just like roll away. It brings you back in because it can just keep M1ing you. But I guess we move on to Storm. I don't know. I think
I'm not really sure how good it is now. They kind of gutted it like this. I don't know if they gutted it, but they nerfed it this update. Like it apparently has a cooldown or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it should be put on like
maybe like decent.
Well, I think James has it, and James is like talking about how it's like bad now. So I think it's probably gone mid.
All right. Well,
I'm not really sure how good it is now though.
because if there is like, we don't know how long the cooldown is, but if the cooldown is like makes it substantially worse, then not only like you only also get the damage increase if it's raining, and if you only get that damage increase when like the cooldown's off as well, then that's also just like really bad in my opinion. Because like
yeah,
I mean, like the point of the enchant is like you're supposed to get like the more damage every time you have one in the rain, but now if that also applies to cooldown, I don't know. I guess we can take a look at Obfuscation next though. Honestly, I think I might put in great. It's just
great.
10% faster.
I think great is like, I think great tier would be, something that substantially improves your entire build. But obfuscation, I think it's like really dependent on what weapon it's on. Like, I don't know.
True.
If it's on like I don't know, Enforces Axe or something like that, it could be pretty decent, but I don't think it's gonna be great. I think it should be in a good tier.
I see. Because I was thinking like, okay, like imagine you have Flamekeeper Cestus, right? That's 0.87. If it's like 10% faster, it should jump up to like 0.94 or something like that, right? Or like,
yeah,
like that's really, really quick. You know what I mean? Like that's really fast for the amount of damage you're probably doing as well. So I was thinking like that, it kind of makes a big difference, is it not? But I see your reasoning, so I'll put in good for now, and maybe we'll like switch things around maybe when we get through all the enchants. But now we take a look at Sear. Thoughts on Sear?
Sear. So I'm not really. I think it takes like 3 hits maybe for you to lose all your thirst. I think I saw a video on it. So like if you're in like the water, that's like really devastating. So I think it should be in like decent or good. Not really sure.
See, I remember I saw this like I saw the video on like this dude who said like he has an unkillable build, and he had Sear, I believe, and it is pretty deadly in the water. But if you're just fighting on land though, it's just more so an annoyance. Plus, a lot of people have like a bunch of calabashes on them, so like even if it is deadly, it's like unless you're caught lacking without food or like without a canteen, like there's a lot of ways to alleviate for the fact that you're losing your thirst a lot. Though I think it's more so annoying than deadly,
Yeah.
And then Gluttony, which is basically the same thing but food.
Gluttony is just like decent, I guess. It's like only getting the water like Sear, except it just takes a little bit less thirst, but it also takes hunger, and you also like get your hunger back. It's just more convenient, I guess, if you're fighting NPCs. So it's just decent.
I'll put in decent. Grim. Let's see. Ooh. Grim. So I don't think a lot of people actually know what it does, but you're basically supposed to get more armor penetration the more you hit your opponent with a Grim enchant. and eventually it's supposed to cap out at 100% armor penetration, which means like 100% pen after like a couple procs, which is pretty good. If it actually is supposed to be like 100% pen after like 2 or 3 procs, and I think I put it in good. I mean, that's really good.
Yeah, like if you have like a Cerulean dagger with Grim, like that'd be really busted for how many times it's gonna proc.
Yeah,
It's like really good.
It's like basically you're turning somebody into like them basically wearing freshy armor. You know what I mean? Like I think it's kind of crazy. Thing is, we don't know if it applies to natural armor, so like exoskeleton users as well. But if it does, and that probably even puts it maybe even in like great, because like, dude, penetrating the exoskeleton users like armor too.
Yeah.
Making like worthless. I don't know, but we'll leave it in good for now. Wild, where is it? Wild. I don't know. I'm thinking about putting it in mid, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Wild. It's like I'm not sure. Does it apply to house members? Like I don't know.
I don't know that either. But even then, like sometimes, like a lot of the times, actually, you're ganking with people who are not in your house anyway, right? And even like it even says on the wiki that the damage done to the multiple people is not really that much. I've seen it. It's like it doesn't even do like 1/4 the bar most of the time. I mean, you'd have to hit a lot of people for it to actually do like a lot of damage to the other people around you. And if that was the case, you know, you could hit your teammates as well. And I don't know. I just don't think it's all that great. I might even consider putting it in trash. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think it's either mid or trash, dude. Like that does not seem that useful.
Actually, I'll probably put in trash for now. Metal Enchant. Where is Metal Enchant? But honestly, I'm gonna have to put this one in trash as well. That's my own opinion about that. Your thoughts?
Well, it doesn't only take like 5% armor right now. Like that's kind of like not good at all. Like to be honest.
Especially because a lot of people have like, yeah, like Thresher skulls and shit like that. You can just sit at a campfire, which is done a lot during fights, and you get your armor really fast with Thresher skulls too. So like, I don't know. I just don't really think it's all that great.
Before the nerf, I'm pretty sure like it would just shred through armor. It used to be like great tier, I'd say.
Yeah, I remember that.
Armor.
But now it's like it's kind of gutted.
Yeah, now it's trash.
Deferred. Honestly, I'm thinking decent.
It's either decent or like good, depending on what weapon you have it on. Like on Cerulean, I heard it is like the most amount of damage in the game because of how many times it hits.
Oh yeah, because like
stacks up.
That stack, yeah.
Yeah, and before like Exoskeleton, like got this new update. Like it would just basically be just like 2-shot all Exoskeleton users.
Yeah, but now that it's changed, I mean, another thing that's also. I guess another thing that's nice about it, like if you have the Deferred, like if Deferred is being procced on you, you can't drink potions. You'll just drop potions as well, which is, I mean, a little extra added bonus as well. And it like counters people who like heal. Like it will counter a no life king user. Like it will stop the healing basically, right? Because I think the healing is now like considerably worse than what Deferred does to damage. But yeah, I'll probably leave it indecent for now. Providence Thorns. Ooh, okay.
I'd say that's like mid or decent. I think I'm gonna go with mid.
And yeah, PvP wise, yeah.
Yeah, PvP wise, mid. Because like a lot of people, ever since like Agamotto made that video,
yeah.
On the Providence, a lot of people have been wanting Providence Thorns, so a lot of people have it now. And a lot of people know how to fight it now anyway. It's only like 2% damage, and it doesn't proc like as often as I thought it would. So I think it's just mid, just like monkey paw farm. Basically.
It's also parryable too. The light attack is parryable, like the little light attack.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. I guess we'll move on to Stone Enchant then. Ooh. Let me see. It's currently broken on your Shattered Katana, right? But
yeah.
It says,
I don't even know what it's supposed to do.
On the wiki, it says 25% posture damage to opponents if they're not blocking.
That's like really good.
Actually, yeah, that does sound. I'll probably put it good then. Like 25%.
Yeah, good or great, like to be honest. Like dagger, like imagine that on a dagger, you're block breaking them every time.
True, actually. Yeah, actually, that's true. And then like if you have like Ardor and like other talents that add on to that, like if you're a greatsword or something like that too. Oh my.
There's no way it's 25% hit, because like imagine getting M2'd by a Cerulean, and then like while you're block broken, they do it again, and it's like infinite loot. Like I don't think it's like 25%.
I don't know. Maybe like we don't know if it actually has like a cooldown or anything like that. It could be like, or it's like per proc. Maybe it doesn't proc every time. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
But I think
it's just like if it has a cooldown, it's still great, to be honest.
You think it should be in great tier if it's every time?
Or not? No. I'll grab that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tainted Sorrow. Okay. It got a nerf, but you can pull your opponent.
You know what got nerfed about it?
To be honest, I don't really know what got nerfed about it, but I know before that, whenever Dewsmall was using it, he was actually able to pull in people who were running away.
Actually.
What did he say about it? Yeah, that was pretty decent actually. Yeah. I don't know.
I think it'd be really good on like a heavy weapon, like a Crescent Cleaver, because like basically Tainted Sorrow takes your M2 and makes it like the pool. So I think on a greatsword, since you don't use your M2 that much, it'd be really good.
That's true actually. Yeah. Alright, we'll put in decent.
I think the nerf might have like made a cooldown on it, so I think it is decent. Yeah.
All right. Chilling. Honestly, chilling is my favorite one, but I think I'm a
mid, bro.
Mid?
It's mid. Actually, mid.
Actually, yeah, the damage you do when you're frozen is actually not really that much. Actually.
Yeah, it's less.
It's considerably less.
Mid or decent? I'm trying to like wonder, because I saw some with the curling and chilling. It didn't even proc that often, and there was still frost draw. It's just not. I think it's just mid.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't. I was fighting Kyoto, who has his chilling like sword, and it barely procs. And what it does, I like got hit one time with it, and the M1 damage it just really doesn't do that much. And you can break out of frost too now, or when you're frozen, you can just break out of it too by spamming F. So yeah, we'll probably put it mid. Finally, we have Vampirism. What are you thinking? I think it's trash.
I think it's good. Trash?
What? For PvP?
PvP? It's not like 3% on a Shatter Katana every time you get one summon. I think it's like actually could be pretty good.
Wait, it's 3%. Oh wait, wow.
It's based on your damage, that's what I heard.
Oh yeah. I was actually testing it out with I believe in the tunes. But I'm pretty sure he said
you have it on.
He had it on a Forged Great Hammer. But I think it said only hit him like 2 or 3%. I'm unsure completely.
If it's only 2 or 3%, that's probably just like mid, to be honest.
Probably the mid, yeah. Because I remember on the wiki it says this is really bad for PvP. Only heals 1% per hit with a Shattered. That's what it says on the wiki. We don't know how true that is completely. But I think mid is a good spot for it because though for PvE is actually pretty amazing because it heals you like a bar per M1. So you probably will never die in like a fight against anything. But now we cover the curses now. Curse of the Umbral Knight. Honestly, I think it's pretty good.
Decent. I think it's decent.
Oh wait. How much
the damage on the proc isn't like that good, and it has a cooldown on procking.
I see.
That's why I think it's decent.
I'll probably put in decent then, yeah. I thought it was like, isn't it like 25% of an M1?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be, but like it's only like 2% on like a Crescent Cleaver with Umbral Knight, like 2 extra %.
Oh, like the little extra damage that it did?
Yeah.
Because on the wiki it says it will do the same amount of damage as your M1 damage, but
it's not true at all.
Alright, well, decent it goes then. Bloodthirsty. Oh my.
Actually, it got gutted, but isn't the blood loss from Bloodthirsty like still really good?
I've heard that it is, but at the same time though, I mean like it's like 10% extra damage now. I think if you're trying to like fight someone to like get rid of their blood, you probably do better with like a Cerulean Knife than a Bloodthirsty like I don't know, like true. Shattered, right?
Yeah, probably mid to be honest.
We'll leave it at mid. Alright, finally, Curse of the No Life King. Let's just put it up there.
That's great, bro. It's been great.
I don't think we need to say much about it. They were talking about freaking like, there were testers talking about like it being disabled in PvP because there was like one clip of like S or Ethnic King, I think, one of them, just like fighting, like wailing on somebody for like 3 minutes and they just didn't die. It was kind of crazy.
That's funny.
Curse of Yun Shul.
Put that in trash. Like, nothing needs to be said there.
It just doesn't proc enough, in my opinion. If it procs more, if you're really good at pairing, it might be actually really good. So that's 2 times damage per proc. And for those who are wondering, like if like whenever the curse is basically like when you get hit, you also have a chance for you to like deal like a lot more damage to you when your enemy, right?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, it doesn't really proc too often on both sides, I think. So it's just most of the time you're not really gonna notice it. which is probably why we're gonna put in trash. Though, and again, they may change it, or they may be something like discovered about it later on that might like put it in a higher tier, in my opinion. Like I don't know, maybe on like, maybe it will like proc a lot after like some buff or something like that. Who knows? But I start off with Entanglement for the armors now.
Entanglement.
I think
that's like.
I think it's like. I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty decent actually. Yeah.
It's like free damage reduction for like a couple hits, you know.
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
All right.
Not nearly as good as it was before.
Yeah,
before was like great tier, I'd say.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
50% less damage.
That's just crazy. Allure. Now, Allure supposedly applies the tough love version of the charm effect on your opponent whenever you get hit or when it procs. And if so, that's...
I'd say that's also like pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good because you do more damage to them, they do less damage to you. So I'm not putting that in good if that's really the case.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good, yeah.
Also really good for like people who have like charisma builds, which a lot of people do. A lot of people have like charm casting and shit like that, so I'm definitely putting that in good. Multiplicity. Ooh, Multiplicity.
I'd say that goes in decent or good. If you're a no-life king because it gives you blood back every time it procs. I'd say decent if you don't have no-life king. But a majority of people don't have no-life king, so just put that in decent.
Right? Yeah. No disagreements there. Stench. Ooh.
Stench.
I think it's pretty decent. I've seen like somebody get hit like 3 times. Like they used like the rapier, like critical strike, and it procced all 3 times, and they lost like a bar and a half.
Damn.
I mean,
yeah, if that's true, then like put that in decent.
Because if it procs a lot, you'll start taking that damage if you're in that little toxic gas. I guess we're looking at Adhesive. Honestly,
that's trash.
Yeah,
it's like a downside, to be honest. When you get hit, it like pulls you into them, bro. Like
yeah,
not good.
I don't mess with it. Bounce though, bounce. I don't know. Bounce is actually
like
pretty.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Adhesive. It's like actually decently useful.
It's pretty annoying.
Like, I was fighting my friend with it. Yeah, I was fighting my friend with it. Like it was actually like really annoying to like do a combo on him.
Yeah, like you can't really do that because you just get pushed back every time.
Yeah.
Displacement.
Displacement.
If it actually works, because I don't think it works, right?
If it worked, I'd say like mid, but to be honest, like I don't know.
Really?
If it looks behind you, like,
but a lot
all
of
they're gonna do is just turn around, like, and then just hit you. It's the same M1 that they were gonna swing beforehand.
But most of the time, like if it's like it doesn't proc every time, you're just usually gonna M1 in the same direction, so it has a chance of like for you to miss that M1 anyway. But what I was thinking was that like bounce already does that, you know what I'm saying? Like bounce pushes them back where they can't just keep M1ing you.
Yeah.
So, but my thought is like maybe displacement will like teleport you behind them, and then you'll be able to get a free M1 afterwards. Perhaps that's my only thought about it. But
I think you're still stunned because
yeah,
like
right.
after halt, like you're still in the hit stun because you have to get hit for it to proc anyway.
Right.
So I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, but I don't know, because we don't know. It's like maybe when it gets updated, I'll have like a different effect, which will probably change the ranking if it's different or not. And then finally, this is supposed to be drowned on the wiki, but we'll just put it as viscosity because like drowned isn't, you know, it's just more stats. For viscosity, I mean it's
I don't really see anyone using viscosity anymore, to be honest.
it's like kind of mid in my opinion. Or I won't
yeah,
say
it's kind of mid. Before it was great, but now it's mid.
I mean, it's like I have it. It's like it's okay to see like the damage go down slower. A lot of times though, I think it'd be better to like just not wear it because like I like to see how much health I have at the moment. Because like if I take a lot of damage and I just don't know what health I'm at, like I don't know if I need to be like a lot more careful or like if I need to go like I don't know, like tell my friends I'm low or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my only issue with it. But other than that, like I mean, it's okay. And that's pretty much everything in this tier list. Leave your thoughts down below on if you agree or disagree with any of our thoughts. Thanks for Meme to pulling up to help me out make this tier list. Anything you want to say, Meme, before I end the video?
I don't really got much to say.
All right, bro. Well, I'll be all, guys. I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace.